Alright, today we're going to change the oil and filter on a 2014 Ford Focus. This will work on all 2011 through 14s. Alright, some of the things you're going to need. You're going to need a jack stands, something to drain the oil in, gloves. You're going to need oil. They take the 5W20. I just use Motorcraft along with the filter. You might need a oil filter wrench. Mine I've been putting on by hand tight, and I can get them off with my hands. You might not be able to. And then you're gonna need a T30 bit to take the heat shield off. You're gonna need some ratchets. You're gonna need a 15 millimeter socket to get the oil out. Alright, to jack the Ford Focus up, you're going to need a jack and a jack stand, of course. Let's put it under here. I position my jack right on that frame right there, right on the edge of it. That way I can put my jack stand right on there. Always make sure you use the jack stand. And block the back wheels. And before we get under the car, pop your hood. You want to pop these out, that way the oil drains quicker. I'd also recommend a metal dish and put your bolts. Alright, see if we can get into this car. Alright, we can do this. The car might contain the shield for underneath the engine. There's going to be 8 T30 bolts. You're going to have one there, one there, one there. That's in the front of the car. As we go to the back, I've already took the farthest ones in the back. The very back, there's going to be one there, one in the middle, and one on the other side. Along with one over here by the wheel, and one over here by the opposite wheel, which mine's missing a couple. So you're going to have 8 total T30 bolts to take this shield out. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And then we'll get to the oil. You got the heat shield off, as you see over there. This is underneath the car. Here's your oil filter. Here's the oil drain plug. Next, we're going to drain that out. Break that loose like that. Should come out with your fingers pretty easily. Recommend wearing a glove for this. It's always good to look at your plug, see if you see any metal flakes or anything in there. We're all good over here. While that drains, you can clean up leaves out of your under your hood and all that. Alright, the oil is pretty much done draining. Just take maybe a couple minutes. Insert it. Put the bolt back in there. I use my hands, hand tight it in there. It should go in there nice and smooth. Get almost all the way down. Then take your ratchet, snug it up. You don't want to over tighten this, because if you strip this out, it's not a good thing. It's nice and snug. And we'll get a paper towel and wipe that off to make sure there's not any leakage. Alright, we get the drain plug back in, nice and tight, wipe that off. Next we're going to remove the oil filter. This is always fun. Alright, time to move the oil filter. Now, if you just bought your car and this is your first oil change, it might be really tight, so you might need the oil wrench. But mine shouldn't be too bad because I hand tightened it last time. If I can get a grip on it. Oh, shit. Bitch. Oh, you fucking bitch. Come on. Come on, baby. There you go. So now you gotta talk dirty to her. She gets off there. Alright. Slowly letting it come off loose. It'll start leaking here. Gonna let that drain a little bit. Alright, it's drained a little bit. I'm gonna finish taking it off. The drain out. I'll let that finish draining a little bit, and we'll go get our new filter ready. Alright, we got our new filter. Before I put the filter on, pour it out of the way, I always like to take a little bit of the old oil and put it around the seal to help give it a nice seal. We got a nice little old oil on the gasket there. We're gonna put this on. Spin that on there. Just get it nice and snug. Hand tight, that's all you need. Don't want to over tighten it. That feels pretty good. Like I said, take a paper towel or an old rag and just kind of clean up. That way after we put oil in it and start the car, we can make sure it's not leaking. Alright, next I'm going to fill up with oil. Again, I use 5W20 Motorcraft. You can use whatever brand you want. It's nice to have a funnel. Wipe it out, make sure it's clean. Put the funnel in there. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but the engine takes 4.5 quarts of oil. Make sure you always put your cap back on. Alright, next I'm going to start the car and we're going to go underneath and check for any leaks. And if we're all good, then we'll put her down and clean up our mess. Engine's kind of loud. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but we're going to go under and look for any leaks. Make sure it's all good. It's all good there. I think we're good. Alright, I'm going to show you how to reset your oil life indicator. I'm going to put the key in the ignition. You don't want to start the car. Just turn all the accessories on. You know, by all the lights coming on and flashing. Yeah, I need my oil change thing, so just hit okay on that. Alright, You want to hold the gas pedal to the floor and the brake to the floor. I'm now holding both to the floor. And a little message will pop up saying it's resetting the oil life. Yep, there it goes. Keep holding. Take about 10, 15, 20 seconds. And there you go. It's resetting. Keep holding. There, it's reset. Let off and shut your car off.